it's booming a lot actually.
Fall back down a little.
1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, just blame the guitar. That's what I normally do.
While you're doing that.
Yeah. Is that alright?
That's very good. So welcome everyone to Campfire 2. Naomi and I have spent the last 3 days killing ourselves to put this on, so hopefully you can enjoy it. First up we had Paul Webb. I don't know if you saw him, he was brilliant. Huge voice, it sounded fantastic. Thanks Paul. Coming up next on this particular, I call it a stage, it's the Glade. Is a good friend, Gary Miller. Gary's from the Whiskey Priests, old friends of my band, the Mendicant Nag. And Gary does many things. He's got some stuff for sale. His incredible mad trilogy of the three Martin brothers from the Northeast and their battles with their sanity, with sanity in general. But that's a fantastic listen, much recommended. So if you want a really long but deep listen, that's the one I'd advise. After Gary finishes about 7:15, if you notice the gazebo we've got down the end, we're going to have a couple of storytellers for a new innovation for Campfire, and so make your way down there and have some raconteuring. And then after that, come back, we'll have Zancy Tyler, then Naomi and I, and then Cushion Me and an ensemble will finish. Okay, take it away, Gary.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you. Good evening. It's a real pleasure to be here. Wow. Here's a nice positive song to start off with. It's called A Rich Scene. Come take a look at this rolling vista. Beneath its ballista feels like caves of destiny, with untapped veins, undiscovered waiting for you to stake your claim upon their richest sea. This churchyard holds its share of history, in small graves littering its bonny silent green. How many fail or miss their calling through time spent stalling over what they could have been? But though you be a tiny satellite, one day you may be shining bright. Become a glorious sun, cast your light on everyone, radiate your creative delight. But procrastinate, and time will rob you of all the things that you might yet achieve. Mistakes breed strength, don't let them deter you from finding yourself amid your own rich sea. For there are those who would control your course for you, and there are those who would seek to steal your dreams. So let it rock their weak foundations to see you reap the treasures of your own rich sea. And though you be a tiny satellite, one day you may be shining bright. Become a glorious sun, cast your light on everyone, radiate your creative delight. The world is getting smaller, and you can do things of which I could only dream. So let it be your crowning glory, the untold story of your own rich scene. Come take a look at this rolling vista, this cracked and blistered, jewel-encrusted legacy. From mine to yours, never deny it. Jump up and cry it as you dig your own rich sea. Oh, get out there and dig your own rich sea. Oh, get out there and dig your own rich sea. Dig your own rich sea. Thank you. Thank you very much. This next song betrays my roots. Myself and my partner Helen, who's also my business partner and does all my artwork, and just a little plug there, she's just done the front cover artwork for Mr. Paul Simmonds' new lyric book, which is, I believe, is coming out soon. So there's a book for Helen and Paul. Buy it when it comes out. And she's done some artwork for Naomi as well. We come all the way from County Durham, and we just flew in this afternoon. No, we didn't. We came via Aylesbury. We stopped in Aylesbury last night, and we made a nice weekend of it. But this is a song about a guy from up our way. About a song I wrote about a project about him just last year. A guy called Joseph Skipsey, and he was the pitman poet of Percy, Maine, in Northumberland, and he lived in the mid 19th century. And this guy was a coal miner, big burly coal miner, but he taught himself to read and write. Well, he started working down the pit at the age of 7 as a trapper lad, opening the door for the coal tubs to go through. And while he was there doing his job, he taught himself to read and write. Pretty incredible, really. And he became a poet, and he wrote amazing poems, not just about the coal mines and that kind of lifestyle, but he was very close to nature. So this is appropriate. He would have loved it here. He wrote a lot of songs about the beauty of nature. He was also a spiritualist. He wrote poems about spiritualism, all kinds of stuff. He eventually became the custodian of Shakespeare's house in Stratford-upon-Avon, and he did that for a number of years. But it didn't suit him, and he ended up going back to the coal mines. He had this wonderful job, and still ended up going back to the coal mines. But he was an amazing poet. So this is about him. It's called A Dream of Joseph Skipsey. A thick mist cleared, and a dream took flight. A Viking ship sailed into the night. Waterfalls roared down hills of pine as I held the prow in the starlight shine. With Joseph Skipsey by my side, I felt his awe as his eyes grew wide when he turned his face with magnetic force. I recognized a true child of the North. In a voice reared in the Northumbrian twang, he opened his heart through the songs he sang. I listened well as his stories rang to the sound of toil neath the pit wheels' clang. His simple songs failed and true of the collier lad, and the strife he knew of love and loss, and laughter too, with great pathos to see him through. As he watched the wee birds flying by, I saw a tear escape his eye. This sensitive soul with poetical mind and a solid body of the labouring kind. Then he spoke of happy childhood days when he was wrapped in nature's ways. From this rustic part, lilting words did flow of the robin and the finch and the mighty crow. With his thirst for knowledge driving him on, likewise his fondness for music and song, he would labour long hours in his room, just like he'd done in the darkling gloom. The world was a mirror through which he gazed with a seer's skill to nature's ways. And when I awoke in the daylight's glare, I still felt his spirit standing there. His simple songs spoke to me and told me of a destiny, oh, rich in hope and running free down untrod paths we rarely see.
As Paul said, I've got some CDs with me today, and if anybody buys any of my CDs, I'm going to give some of the profit from them to Paul and Naomi's new album fund. So if you buy my CDs, you're also helping Paul and Naomi towards their new CD as well. You're also helping fund my fuel money back home as well, which isn't insubstantial. But it doesn't matter. It's been worth all this journey to come here. It really has. But I'm going to play a song. I've got to play one of these songs off this new project that I've just released. It's a 50-track CD, triple CD, and a 100-page book about these guys, the Martin brothers from Tyneside. I'm not going to say any more about them. Buy the book, it's got it all in there. This is about the youngest brother, the song about the youngest brother, John Martin, who at the time he lived, he was the most popular painter of his day in England, and he was well known throughout Europe. He was patronised by all the monarchs and important people of Europe at the time, but he also went through a difficult patch as well. He went through a 10-year period of depression when his career went down the pan, but he managed to get it all back and had a second wind, and that's what this song's about, and I can relate to it. Anybody can relate to this. It's about going through, you live your life, everything goes fine, and then suddenly something comes along and shits on you, and everything goes crap, but then you claw your way back. This is called a thin veneer. Dark days are upon me, cruel fate has brought me here. I've been plundered, plagiarized, deceived by those of lesser peer. Down
on the end of a precipice so sheer, but down as I would come through a thin veneer, through a thin veneer, a thin veneer. Laid your eyes to hell through a thin veneer. I've seen money slipping through my hands like water through a weir, for I lend my riches freely to friends that I held dear, fleeced by friends and family, and many a grasping buccaneer who was sneering through the false smiles of a thin veneer, of a thin veneer, a thin veneer, sneering through the false smiles of a thin veneer. Through the business of life I lack the will to steer, dishonoured with each rejection and arrear, teetering on the brink of a precipice so sheer, whilst masking my depression through a thin veneer, through a thin veneer, a thin veneer, masking my depression through a thin veneer. La 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 la. Strong spirit will rise and the dark cloud will disappear. Like Canute, I will turn the tide of fortune drawing near. It's my coronation day and it has never seemed so clear. Each wall that stands before me is a thin veneer, is a thin veneer, a thin veneer. Each wall that stands before me is a thin veneer. Okay, this is a love song. I don't do many love songs, but this is one of the few. It's just a nice little cymbal song. You never know what's round the corner. You go through a lot of shit in your life, and suddenly, when you get to the age of 50, it all comes right. This is called Two Artists. It's a new song. Artists met in their youthful days as the leaves of chance were falling. So each one played, they sought to fly as they followed each respective calling. The years swept by, it struggled and strived. Many visions soared, many glories died, but neither one knew of the other's trials as their paths swept far and wide. and a single symphony was born. Now they create a masterpiece great, with the strength of joy and unity combined. If you trust in fate, it's never too late, true destiny to find.
This is my last song. Thank you very much. This is my last song. Like I said, it's lovely to be here. I've really enjoyed it. Well, I haven't enjoyed the journey, but it's nice to be here. And I'm looking forward to experiencing Brighton tomorrow. Where's the best place to go in Brighton? Sorry? Everywhere. Blimey. Should have booked a week, shouldn't we? This is a song about endurance, about overcoming all the odds. And it's a nice, good, uplifting, positive song. Nice bit of punk rock. It's called Albatross and Endurance. Proceed in spite of what they said, as fate lifted its lid. We were damned if we didn't, we were damned if we did. Earnest, brave and purposeful was our guiding light. Audacious, bold, romantic, doubtless and forthright. Our ship we loved above all else, it seemed too high a price to see her crushed and dying, entrapped in the ice. Then the albatross came down on me as I stood upon the deck, and cursed the day we ever fought that cruel sea. She's going, boy, she's going, gone. But endurance sails forever in glory and in song. The albatross wheeled overhead, though the wind was biting strong. She was mocking us for venturing where we did not belong. Then the albatross came down on me as I stood upon the deck, burning with my ball and chain, cruel wings clapped round my neck. We're going, boys, we're going, gone. But endurance sails forever in glory and in song. Our photographs and diaries capture every last detail of every failure and success since the day that we set sail. How will history judge us when the memory is revived of the odds stacked against us and how we survived? We're going, boys, we're going, gone. But endurance sails forever in glory and in song. Star to steer by and a high mountain to climb. Give me a home that's safe and warm where I can bide. My time has not yet come, I've no radio or song. My zither banjo's broken, I'm going, gone.
were going, oh, but I'm still going strong. So lift up your hearts now in glory and in song. We're going, boys, we're going, gone. But endurance sails forever in glory and in song. Yes, endurance sails forever in glory and in song. Endurance sails forever in glory and in song. Thank you very much for listening. I think that's the end of my voice, but that's the end of the set anyway. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the show. It's going to be fantastic.
Thank you,
Gary. Some lubrication now.
Yeah, lubricate your voice, because you'll be coming on to join the men, hopefully, at the end. What's left of us. Okay, folks, there's going to be some raconteuring, spoken word, storytelling, and the green gazebo in about 5 minutes' time, if you fancy going and listening. We hope you do.